makeup tutorial. Today I'm going to be using the brand new HudaBeauty Mini Nude Obsession palettes. I used 2 of these palettes to create this look today. If you want to see what palettes I used, which of the 2 out of the 3, you better keep on watching. If you guys are new here, my name is Liz. Thank you guys so much for clicking on my makeup tutorial. If you guys want to see more, let me know in the comments on my page, and let's get started creating this look. So today I'm going to be using the brand new HudaBeauty Mini Nude Obsession palettes. So they actually have 3 different palettes, 1 for each skin tone. This is the light palette, this is the medium palette, and this is the rich palette. I think I'm going to dive into the rich palette today because the color story in it is just super appropriate for just a really nice, glamorous, warm, chocolate-covered cherry fall look. I am absolutely loving these colors. I cannot wait to jump into them. I think I'm also gonna use a couple of shades from the light palette, and this is the color story for the light palette. Look at these shimmers. They're absolutely beautiful. Let me just show you. I mean, these are super pigmented. Look at this. Oh, they are so beautiful. So if you guys wanna see the look I create with this, keep on watching. Before I get started, if you guys are new here, my name is Liz, and if you guys already know me, thank you for tuning into my makeup tutorial for another time. All right, let's get started. So for the first look, I'm gonna go into the Nude Light palette, and I'm gonna be taking my fluffy blending brush. This is a Morphe & Jaclyn Hill JH30 brush, and I think I'm gonna be going into this purplish mauve color right here. My eyes are already prepped and primed, so I am just going to be jumping into this shade first. And I did powder my lids so that the concealer is not wet anymore. I do think that I get a better blend when my concealer is not wet. So I'm just going to take this in the upper part of my crease. And this is a super fluffy brush, so it's going to really blow this color out and spread it all over the top part of my eye. So far, these colors look really nice. This color is blending very nicely. I'm just using a combination of windshield wiper motions as well as patting motions to build the color up. And I'm really liking the way this is blending. It's not patchy at all. The pigmentation is there and looking really bright and beautiful. I'm really liking this first shade. I'm now going to go into the Nude Rich palette, and I'm going to be taking this middle shade right here. This is a light maroon shade. I think I'm going to go into this one and then possibly this one after. So I'm going to take my Morphe & Jaclyn Hill smaller blending brush. This is more tapered and defined than the last brush I used. This is the JH35. And we're just going to go into the middle shade and put it in the deepest part of my crease. And just really add some definition and build up to this middle color. And I'm just going to keep building this shade up using windshield wiper motions. This shade we don't really need to pat on because this shade is building up quite nicely. So I'm just going to keep doing this until I get the desired color pigmentation that I want. I'm going to quickly go into the first brush that I use with nothing else on the brush and just go over both of these shades where they meet, just so I get a really nice seamless blend between the 2 different colors. I'm going to take an even smaller brush. This is the JH40, same thing as the Morphe M506 brush. And I'm going to go into the shade that was above the middle shade. So I'm going to use this deeper maroon shade. And I'm just going to take it into the outer part of my crease right here and just really deepen this up on the outer part of the eye. And I'm really loving the way these colors are blending together. I love the shades that they're gonna create together. They look absolutely beautiful. And I think I am just gonna bring that over the front part of the eye as well, just to really deepen everything up. I'm going to go into this corner shade. This is a deep maroon brown. I'm going to take it on the same brush that I just used, picking up a little bit on the tip, and I'm going to take this on the outer part of my eye. So this is on the outer third, and I'm just going to build up this color just on the outer part of my eye. Just making a little bit of a V shape. So we have a V here, and this is the other part of the V. I really want to deepen up this outer V, so I'm going to go into the deepest shade in the Rich palette right here. And this is like a deepish brownish maroon, taking the same exact brush that I just used. And I'm going to make that V shape again. Actually, I think I might just kind of wing it out like this and then drag it along my lash line. I kind of like that. That's really cute. So I'm just going to build this up until it gets as dark as I want it to be. And I'm just going to be making that wing shape right against my lash line. I'm going to take a flat shader brush. This is the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill JH43, dipping back into that darkest shade, and I'm really going to make this outer wing very precise. So you can just stamp this on or drag it, whichever one is the easiest. So see how we're stamping? Just like that. And then I'm just bringing this to the inner part of my eye, just dragging it and stamping it along my lash line. And see how it's shaping that nice little dark wing here. So I'm just going to keep doing this until it gets a little bit more precise. I'm going to take a really flat shader brush, and I'm going to use some setting spray to wet the brush. And then I'm going to go into this shimmer shade right here. I think we're going to use this one right here. And just take this on the tip of my brush. I'm going to take it all the way until I get to the middle part of the eye. Just right here. And I'm just going to build this color up a little bit more. That shade is absolutely beautiful. I'm going to go into this darker shade right here, which is the deeper shimmer burgundy color. I'm going to take it on the same brush and then just kind of go right next to that first color that we used. And then using the same brush, there's nothing left on either side. I'm going to go into the deepest purplish maroon color. And I'm going to take this in the V part and then bring that down on top of where I put that wing. So just this really small part here. I'm not going on this wing part, just right above it, making a smaller V right here, and then filling in the V and melting this shade with the middle shade together. I'm gonna retake my flat shader brush, going into the deepest color, and then I'm just gonna redefine that outer wing that we created. Now we've completed the top part of the eye. I'm going to go back into the Nude Light palette, and I'm going into that first crease shade we use, which is this really nice purpley mauve color. I'm taking a pencil brush, which is the I think it's the JH30 or 38. I'm just going to dip in here and run it along my lower lash line. Before you do this, make sure to brush away or clean up any fallout that you guys may have that fell from the top of the eyelid when we were using the other shades. And I'm going to run this along the entire length of my lower lash line and just build this color up. I think this is one of my favorite colors in the palettes. They're really pretty. I'm going to go back into the Nude Rich palette, and we're just going to take the same exact shades that we took for the crease on top, and we're going to do it on the bottom. So I'm going to be taking this middle shade right here first, and then this deeper shade, and I'm going to be putting them along the lower lash line. And I'm just using this really defining, not a pencil brush, but it's more like a pointing brush. So I'm just going to take this across the tightest part of my lashes. So this is the first middle shade that we originally used, and then I'm going into the darker maroon shade now on the same brush, and then we're putting it on the same spot. I'm going to take the flat shader brush that we used before to do the outer wing, and I'm going into that same darker brown maroon color on the flat shader, and I'm going to take this to the right up against my lash line so that you can barely see it, but that it matches this line up here, and we're just going to connect it like this and just stamp it. Then we're going to stamp this along the outer part, just like that. I'm going to jump back into the light palette, and I'm going to be taking this light shade on a flat shader brush, and I'm going to be putting it right under my brow bone just to highlight a little bit. Just like that. And the same thing to the other side. And then I am just going to take my finger and kind of blend it in together so it's not as harsh. You can also take a blending brush and do this as well. And then I'm going to take the same brush but on the other side, and I'm going to go into this really nice shade next to the brow bone color, and I'm going to use it for my inner corner. So we're going to pop it right here. And I'm going to connect it up a little bit and then bring it down just a tad. Now I'm going to put on the Huda Beauty Fairy Lashes. Look how absolutely gorgeous and fluffy these are. So cute. I'm going to finish my face, put on some lipstick, and I'll be back for my final thoughts and the final look. Okay guys, so this is the finished look. What do you guys think? I really love the way that this eye look came out. I think the colors are really pigmented, really beautiful. They performed amazingly, better than I even expected. I'm very, very happy with my purchase of the new Huda Beauty Mini Nude Obsession palettes. If you guys are looking to get them or are thinking about it, I definitely recommend getting them. If you can't afford all three, I would definitely at least pick up one. I really love the look that I created. The shimmers are absolutely amazing in these palettes. I think they're actually even better than her Neon Obsession ones that she came out with during the summer. So I am super pleased with how this look came out. Just to update you guys on the rest of the products I used. For blush, I used the Kylie Cosmetics Close to Perfect Blush. I used the Anastasia Beverly Hills So Hollywood highlighter. I used the Fenty Beauty Caramel Cutie bronzer. I used the KKW lip liners in 90s Glam, and then I actually used the brown eyeliner to outline my lips. I also used the Dose of Colors The Most lip gloss, which is absolutely stunning. And the eyelashes are actually from Huda Beauty. So I hope you guys liked my tutorial, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.